Okay, let's learn something about multimeters. Multimeters are used to measure voltage and current. This is a Fluke. This is a higher end multimeter. These run around, I don't know, $125, somewhere in there. But you can buy less expensive ones like Klein or other models at Home Depot or Lowe's or your local hardware store. When you get them, they come with a set of probes that plug into the multimeter, and you can see these are the needle tips that are for measuring voltage. I typically replace these with some much finer tips, special order, because I can get into tighter spaces. But the average tip will work for the average application. You can also get specialized tips like these where they have a little hook that can hook onto the wire, spring loaded, in case you don't have 5 hands handy. Okay, so we're gonna just talk about the basic functions right now. So up here you got the off, obviously. This V with a wavy line above it, that is AC voltage. This V with a straight and dashed line is DC voltage. This is for really low voltages, millivolts. And notice that it has a wavy line here, and it also has the straight line here, and the straight line is gold. That means in order to get this feature, I got to push this button. All right, this is for measuring resistance. This is an important feature. It is for checking continuity. We'll talk about that in a minute. This is for measuring diodes and capacitors, and this is for measuring AC wavy line current, and this is for measuring DC current. Now, notice that this A is here on top of this lead. In order to measure current, I got to use this port. Typically, you're almost never going to use this for what we're going to do. We're just going to use this one over here that says voltage, ohms, and continuity. And the ports are color coded, so you can't screw up. There's black, so you put the black one in the black one, and the red one in the red one. And your tips have colored ends and colored handles and colored wires like this, so you can't screw up. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is measuring continuity, because it's a common thing to check for broken wires or connections. So if I put the meter over here on the speaker symbol and I touch my probes together, I get a tone and I get a reading on the meter. Okay, so that means I have a complete connection from the red probe to the black probe through the meter. So if I have a piece of wire like this and I touch the black probe to one end of the wire and I touch the red probe to the other end of the wire, I get a signal, and it says, hey, that wire is a good wire. There's no breaks anywhere in it. It's making a signal. All right. It's also handy to find circuits. Like, for example, I've got this cable here, and it's got multiple sockets. You can see the silver sockets, and many of the holes don't have sockets. And then on this end, we've got pins. Okay, so if I wanted to, like, let's take that center one since it's easy. If I go to this end and I stick my black probe in there and I kind of hold it cockeyed with one hand, and then I touch this wire, look, I got a signal. So that means this one conductor in this multi-conductor cable is good, and I know where it goes. It doesn't make a signal when I touch anything else, just that one pin. All right, and just for more information, when you read on the side of the cable, it says, okay, in this case, if I look really close, It says this cable is made by a company called Oflex, and that's probably the model number or the series. It is 20 gauge AWG, American wire gauge, and it has 18 conductors in it, 18C. The rest of this is like Canadian approvals and okay, max voltage, 600 volts, max temperature, 90 degrees C, a bunch of other stuff. But the key ones are, hey, it's 20 gauge and it's got 18 conductors in it. All right, so that's how you use a voltmeter for checking continuity. There will be another video on some other functions. Okay?